Hey there, welcome back everybody to an episode of View from the Crease. Today we're going to be talking about goalies dislodging the posts. Matt Murray is the one who's definitely bringing this conversation up because he's been accused of cheating. And how does a goalie cheat, you might ask yourself? There's a number of ways that a goalie could try to give his team the advantage if they're getting run around in their own zone, if he's a little tired, anything like that. Two of the biggest things that they can do is knock off their helmet or knock the net off of its moorings, which if you are new to hockey or you don't really know how the net stays there, there's about this much hole that's drilled into the ice and that's cleared out. So there's nothing in it. It's just an empty hole. So when they make the ice, obviously water gets in it. They suck that out. Then the peg that goes into the post of the goalie net, then gets lowered into that, and then it sits in the post. So it stays in place. It's anchored into the ice, that's in the post, and it doesn't move. Okay? That's how the net stays in place. Those are called moorings or pegs. Now, when you're playing in rec league hockey and other various leagues that aren't pros, that's not how the net is held in place. It's more or less just a big, heavy peg that has a flat surface on the bottom that sits on the ice. And then on the bottom, it has a little nipple on it. Okay. And when I would play, you skate over, you take the pegs right off the top of the net, and you take them and you smash them into the ice to make a hole into the ice, and that's how they would stay there. And then you drop the post of the net right over that, and that's how they stay there. Now, me being 5'10", 190, and being strong on my posts and pushing off and all the normal goalie moves, even with pegs like that, it wasn't often that the net came off. It definitely happened, don't get me wrong, and it's not nearly as good as the professional, what they have. But the pegs, they do take a good amount to be pushed off. Now, with that being said, hockey's an interesting sport, hockey's an interesting sport. One of the big advantages you have, and that can disprove this entire thing is Matt Murray cheating, is the goalie on the other team gets to come down and play in the same crease. Because in between periods, so there's 3 periods in hockey, first period, second, third period, the goalies switch ends. The entire team switches ends except for the benches. Okay? So the goalie on the other team would have the same issue as Matt Murray, right? Wrong. That's because this is a player problem, not a post problem. I can't believe that it's even being called that. So we're going to take a couple looks at Matt Murray and how he plays his posts. The first video we're going to take a look at is from the New Jersey Devils game, which actually snapped the New Jersey win streak. And this is going to be pretty clear. We're going to run it in normal speed first. They're actually showing it in slow motion, unfortunately. He slides across. Look at that. Come on, guys. As he slides across, I'm actually going to slow it down more so I can really take my time explaining it to you here. First of all, let's look at where the play is. Okay, he's moving over here to his post. The puck goes over. Matt Murray is well aware of this. These guys are reacting to these so quickly. The moment the puck explodes off of his stick, Matt Murray knows that he doesn't need to be over there or anything like that. There's no shot coming. So this movement right there, when you come across, especially in your glove hand, there's no need for your glove hand to be out, down by your side and push that direction. Okay? Especially in this play. Comes across, watch his glove hand. It goes up against, okay? There's no need for him to keep going with his arm and push. That's not if I was going from my right to my left, I would not do this extra movement. My glove would be here. And I get that he's going to do like a reverse V kind of thing. Like he's going to put his glove up against the post. There's just no way. This play happens 1,000 times a night between all the NHL games that are happening. This is not a normal movement that you would make. He clearly is shrugging the mooring, the post right off its moorings. The next look we have here is against Minnesota Wild. This is courtesy of Sportsnet. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use this, but let's try. So Matt Murray's, once again, goes over, pushes. Okay. Now I get what you might be saying. All right, he's just playing the post real hard, and then the puck comes the opposite direction. So at first it's going over to his right, and then it goes quickly back to his left. So I get that he's making that quick adjustment, sliding. He's putting all the pressure of his body over to his right leg, and you would dig your skate into the ice because he's not going so fast that he can't readjust. Sorry. Look, he didn't do a strong push over to his right. He's slowly gliding back. His skates are both on the ice. He goes down, and then right there, see that extra extension of the arm and the leg? You wouldn't make that movement. As a goalie, you would never desperation save, like kick your arms out that way, away from the play you're getting to, unless you were going one way and then reaching back the other way like that. Then you're reaching, okay? But this is Matt Murray going and then trying to pivot to his left, and he kicks. You wouldn't purposely take your skate from being at an angle. Say this is the ice. You don't stand with your skates like this as a goalie. They're just like that a little bit, right? And especially when you're digging into the ice, you're taking your skate and it's not off the ice like that. You're digging it in so you can push off, right? So you wouldn't purposely make your skate parallel and then try pushing. You're not going to go anywhere. In my opinion, Matt Murray, that's exactly what he does. Look, his skate, that kick, the extension, that doesn't happen. This is another one. This is another one that's just like so blatantly obvious. Once again, slides over to his right. What's he doing? I think he said that his stick got cut, and that's why he's... No. That's just full on knocking it's a joke. This one's terrible. That one and the one against the Devils are just so obvious. There's no need for him to be playing the post that hard there. And there's no need for him to be pushing the post continually in that direction. The puck isn't going over there. He's not trying to make a save there. Unless Murray has completely lost his net, he's doing this on purpose. Now, you might be asking yourself, why would Matt Murray be doing this on purpose? Let's take a look at Matt Murray real quick. He's coming off of a pretty rough season, or 2 rough seasons actually. But he's coming off a rough season. He just came back from injury. He's coming to a Toronto team, which is one of the hardest fan bases and markets to play in. And he knows that they need, I mean, granted, Vanacek has been playing, not Vanacek, Samsonov has been playing unbelievable. He knows that Toronto needs wins. So it's just a coincidence, I guess, that he comes back from injury in his first couple games. This is what he's dealing with, is the net continually coming off. And he's also drawn quite a few penalties. This is actually a great view you're going to be able to see. So, see, this is the guy clearing out the mooring. This is how the peg looks. So the other half is in the ice right now. What they're saying is that the peg didn't go all the way down. There was like something impeding it from going all the way down. And that's why you can slightly see this lip right here. But why didn't whoever was playing in net for Minnesota this particular game, why didn't they have the same exact problem? Why didn't this happen every time the puck went over to the why didn't it happen every play if the moorings were, if they were having that much trouble with the moorings? So this is just another quick view once again of all three of them. Thank you, Tonic Highlights. Thank you, Sportsnet. Appreciate you doing your work. This is all against the same team. All these plays, boom, no need for the post to be pushed off that hard on the right. Boom, right here. Clearly pushes his blocker out. And then this one is pretty legitimate. I don't think there's anything wrong with that one. He makes a strong push. That one can be a little questionable. Bottom line is Matt Murray, hasn't happened his whole career, but he's clearly pushing the net off right now. There's no need for those movements with your upper body. And I heard one of the Sportsnet guys saying that this is how goalies are being taught and how they're being trained to pull their bodies up because the players have been shooting high for 20 years now. Goalies are not all of a sudden being taught to throw their upper bodies up against the post like that, thus taking them completely out of position in other ways. I don't agree with that. You don't see goalies doing this all the time. Yes, if there's a hard push across and the shot is coming from like the bottom of the face-off dot or bottom of the circle, goal line, yeah, you want to come across and be up against the post as hard as you possibly can, right? But you don't take everything out of position to do that now. That's how I feel. Thank you very much for being here for another episode of View from the Crease. Let me know what you think. Do you think Matt Murray is intentionally doing this? I don't think every play that has happened with him recently is intentional, but the ones that you saw, I think it's pretty obvious that he is using his blocker, his glove, his whatever he can to knock the post off, to give his team a break, maybe give him a breather, maybe give himself a breather. I don't know what the cause is, but he clearly is having a little bit trouble, and you're not seeing this from around the league. This is not, I watch enough games to know that the post isn't coming off like this very often. So goalies are not being trained to do this all of a sudden. Matt Murray's been in the league for how long? And you're telling me that he has a new goalie coach that's teaching him to play the post so hard that the moorings are going to come off consistently almost every game? He eventually is going to get called because it's going to start creating, the refs are going to know going into the game, all right, let's watch for Matt Murray. If the pegs come off, we'll give him a warning. Second time, we're going to give him a penalty, delay a game. So he's creating a bad name for himself, and hopefully he just stops doing it. Thanks for being here. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you next time.